Hey everybody, what is up? It is OutstandingOshawott2 here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today I wanted to show my updated Nintendo Wii U collection. I picked up, I think, 6 games since my last collection video, and I'm going to say if I have the big box version or a collector's edition of the game. One I cannot show at the moment is Xenoblade Chronicles X that is downstairs, and I turned on the camera and completely forgot, but it is in my Christmas pickup video if you are not sure if I actually do own it, but I do. So anyway, let's get into the video. Starting off, we have HYRULE Warriors. I really like this game. If you like beat 'em up, hack and slash, over-the-top games, HYRULE Warriors is fun. It's practically a Dynasty Warriors game with the Zelda skin. I never played a Dynasty Warriors game before I bought this game, but I actually really did enjoy it. Mass Effect 3. Honestly, I've never played it. Batman Arkham Origins. I love the Batman Arkham franchise. I think it's such a great series of games. Arkham City is amazing. Arkham Asylum is good. Arkham Origins is kind of the black sheep in the franchise as it wasn't made by Rocksteady, and it's a bit of a mixed bag for some people, but I really did enjoy the game. It has a Joker, it's got a bunch of classic moments, and it's a really fun game. So if you own a Wii U, I recommend it. And it's like $5 on Steam right now. Bayonetta 2 with Bayonetta 1. I love the Bayonetta games. I think they're really good. Hack and slash, beat 'em up, over-the-top style games. Kind of like HYRULE Warriors, except this one has a lot more strategy, the witch time, the freaking amazing enemies. Like, these enemies in this game are just absurd looking. They're like freaking huge angel demon things, and it's like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, if you can track down a copy of Bayonetta 2 with Bayonetta 1, I know it's been rising in price a bit, but if you can track it down, I cannot recommend it enough. Bayonetta 1 is also on Xbox 360 and PS3, so you can just track down a normal copy of Bayonetta 2 then. Pikmin 3, another game that has been rising up in price. Pikmin 3 I got day 1, beat it in like 3 days I think it was. I really like Pikmin 3. I love Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2, classics on the Wii/GameCube. So if you like those, Pikmin 3 will be right up your alley. Even if not, it's a great place to enter into the franchise, as it's not as hard as the previous entries, but it is still a decently challenging game. So, it's a good. Assassin's Creed 3. I really liked Assassin's Creed 3. I don't get why there's so much hate for it. I understand it's not as good as 2, but I don't think it's near as bad as people say. So if you can track it down for cheap enough and like the other Assassin's Creed games, I can't blame you for picking it up. Come on. It's Smash Bros. We already know it's good. Mario Kart 8. I love Mario Kart 8. It's such a great racer game. The online is awesome, and it's so much fun to play with friends. It's still up there with Smash Brothers for like the definitive party game for the system. Marvel Superheroes, as you can still see, it's sealed. I picked it up on Black Friday for $8. It is in my pile of games to play. Right now, I'm trying to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, and then I'm going to move on to X. And then I have some games on PC I want to finish, but this is in the pile of games I want to get around to. Scribblenauts Unlimited. I don't know what it is about this game, but I love the other Scribblenauts games, but this one just didn't captivate my imagination as much as the others. Maybe I just wasn't feeling it the day that I tried it, but I haven't really touched it since like the first few days and I got it. And I don't know why, it was just a bit of a disappointment for me. Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends is a awesome platforming game. If you have yet to try a Rayman game, this is a great place to enter. It's on other systems, but this game is so freaking good. Mario Party 10. I have a full review of this game on my channel, which if I remember, there might be a little eye thing up there, which you should go check out. But yeah, Mario Party 10 is not a very good game. It's decent. The Bowser Party mode is really fun, but other than that, the game's a bit of a bummer. Game Party Champions on Wii U. This was literally at 5 and below for $5, so I had to pick it up, for the collection. That's kind of what I've been doing. If I find Wii U games for a really cheap price, I'll pick them up. But yeah, I have yet to play this, and I think it's going to be terrible, so I might have to play it with my friends. ZombiU, another game that I really want to get around to. I like a few survival horror games, while it's nowhere near my favorite genre. ZombiU looks pretty interesting with the whole inventory management on the gamepad, so I think this would be fun to get around to. Again, this was really cheap when I got it, so yay. Nintendo Land. This game has also been rising in price a bit. You used to be able to get this for like $8 really easily. Now it's like $20 for a complete copy on eBay. You can still find it for 10 at GameStop though if you're interested. But Nintendo Land, it's really fun. I got to play it the other day at my friend's house. And I really forgot how much fun this game could be. Mario Chase is a blast, and the Luigi's Mansion game is so much fun. So for 10 bucks, I think it's a pretty good game. New Super Mario Bros. U. I'm not a huge fan of New Super Mario Bros. U or New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I like the handheld versions, but I just can't get around, like, it's just something about the console versions I just don't like. I can't explain it, and I know it's illogical, but it's just not my cup of tea. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Some people might be wondering, why do you not own, like, a different console version? You know, it's on the Wii U, not that many people play it, but there was a surprisingly good community for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on Wii U when it came out. I still stand by that Black Ops 2 is the best COD game ever made. It's just, the levels and maps are so good on Black Ops 2. The Zombies mode is a bit subpar, but that's besides the point. I did a few prestiges in this, I got a few gold guns, I put so many hours into Black Ops 2 on Wii U, and it holds a special place in my heart. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I cannot get into the Monster Hunter franchise, no matter how hard I tried. It's just not really my game. I understand why some people could like it, but to me the repetition of farming the same boss over and over and over and over and over to get a drop that's like 10-15% is a bit ridiculous. So I can understand why people would like it if they're into those loot kind of games, but it's just not my cup of tea. The Wonderful 101. I picked this up on BestBuy.com for 10 bucks for a pre-owned copy, and again, this is another game I have to get around to. I have so many games, like all those. So I have so many games I gotta get around to, and this is just one in the pile. Super Mario 3D World. This is an amazing game on the system. I don't feel like people talk about it enough, like, because when it came out, I think it was 2013, it was, like, amazing. It was, like, the best game on the system. But now it's kind of just fallen into obscurity a bit, but it is such a great platforming game. If you love, like, the 3D Mario games, well, it's a bit more linear than games like Galaxy or, Sunshine. It's still a great game, and I put so many hours. I 100%ed this game, so it's a good Batman Arkham City Armored Edition. I picked this up on a site called 99 Gamers for a cheap amount of coins. Batman Arkham City is arguably my favorite game of all time. The Wii U version I kind of don't like as much because it has all the Catwoman DLC, which I guess could be a good, but I kind of just want to play like the main story of Batman Arkham City because I think that's where the game shines the most. So I kind of noticed about the Game of the Year edition, which is. So I don't know if there's a way to skip the Catwoman, but other than that, it's a great game, and the Catwoman sections are not bad either. I just prefer the Batman, because you can glide around the city and all that jazz. So yeah, still amazing game if you can find it for cheap. It's cheap on Steam, it's cheap on 360, it's cheap on PS3. You can find a copy. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Wind Waker is by far my favorite Zelda game. I prefer it over Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and other games. So I was very happy to hear about the Wind Waker HD version, as it just takes the Wind Waker's graphics and just make it look so much better. And Wind Waker was not a bad looking game. That game still holds up today, if you ask me. It looks like it could be on the Vita or something, and it still look nice. So yeah, this was kind of unnecessary, but I am sure happy that they did it because it makes my favorite Zelda game look even better. Yoshi's Woolly World. This game honestly took me by surprise. It's a very, very creative platforming game, and it looks really good on the Wii U. The graphics are so nice with the yarn aesthetic and just really surprised me. I have a full review of this game also on my channel, which I'll put up there, or I don't know what side it will be on, somewhere. Super Mario Maker. I have a good amount of hours into this game, right around 6 I'd say, maybe 5, but I really gotta put more time in the Mario Maker. I'm thinking maybe for a new series on my channel, I could do like user-suggested Mario Maker levels. That's still an idea I'm tossing around in my head. I have a few ideas I really want to, make happen this year, but Mario Maker could be somewhere in that. Splatoon, I've talked about it. I'm just not a fan of Splatoon. No matter what I try to do, no matter what I take an approach from, I just can't get into it. It was fun for like the first few hours, but I don't know why, but the game just doesn't control well to me. It's something about like the analog controls, in my opinion, aren't precise enough, and using the gamepad to look around just feels really weird. It's just not my thing. I can totally understand why people like Splatoon, because it's creative, it has the squid mode, and it's more of a game about strategy rather than killing, but it's still a third-person shooter game. So I can completely understand why some people like it, but it's just not my game, and if you like it, good for you. Oh yes, I bought this game on eBay with an eBay gift card I got from Christmas. This game is amazing. No, I'm just kidding. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is a piece of trash game. I was over at my friend's house, we played it, and we skipped like a heckin' amount of the game, like 3/4 I think it was, using the famous Knuckles infinite jump glitch. There is a patch for that though, so you have to, you know, skip the patch. But it was fun, you know, you just to break the game. So if you enjoy breaking games, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, it's a classic on the system. Sonic Lost Worlds Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. Now, I have yet to play this game. I honestly received it in the mail like 3 days ago, and it's just haven't got around to it. Sonic Lost Worlds, though, does not look terrible, especially compared to Boom. I think it looks pretty good. I enjoyed the demo on the Wii U, so I think I might enjoy this, though I've heard it's not the best game ever. I'll go into it with an open mind, though. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is an amazing platformer game. The graphics are awesome, the creativity in each level has its like own creative thing, which is amazing. And the music, I forget who composes it, but it is very well done. I don't know how expensive Tropical Freeze is, but if you can find it, I highly recommend it. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I mentioned this in my last video, but I didn't really get as many hours into this game as I would have liked. And I will probably get around to it eventually, but Rainbow Curse is kind of a game to me. Canvas Curse was never my favorite Kirby game, but it just, I don't know. I would love to look on the screen while playing this game because the screen footage is beautiful. Like, it all in its 1080p HD glory is amazing to watch, especially with the clay aesthetic. But the gamepad, which you have to look at to play the game, does not look as good, and it's kind of a turn-off for me because I want to look at the beautiful display, but I kind of have to play it on the gamepad. So it's a bit of a mixed opinion for me, but I guess if you really enjoyed Canvas Curse, Rainbow Curse is good enough. And the final game, which you might see up there somewhere, one of those boxes. Actually, you can't see it, it's on the Smash Bros. Box, but it's Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I want to make clear, I did not buy this game on launch. I waited for it to drop to 30 bucks on Amazon, because I thought, hey, 13 bucks each for Amiibos, that's 26. You get the 3 exclusive Animal Crossing Amiibo cards, so let's just say $1 a piece, that's 29. So I'm practically spending $1 on the game. And I got my $1 worth of enjoyment when I played it for like an hour one night. I don't plan on coming back to Amiibo Festival ever. So guys, that was my Wii U collection. If you have any recommendations, I'm always looking for games to play, though I do have a bit of a backlog at the moment. It would be nice. I do have a few games I definitely want to pick up. Ultra Smash, that's practically the only one I can think on top of my head, but I do have a list of games I do need to pick up for the system. But yeah, so thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.